Good morning. It's the 9th of February, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. There's only one thing that I can say about that Bad Bunny show that hasn't been said, but wow, it was visually stunning. The dancing was incredible. And even though I do not understand it, I do understand the message. Bad Bunny, or Benito, I think that's his real name, showed a love for his island of Puerto Rico, and he brought that to the rest of the United States and the world. And that's what I want to talk to you about today during this Monday Motivation, is being an original. He talked about what he knew. He showed you what he knows. And that's why it was such an effective show and a very important message about diversity and unity. And from my seat, I don't see any difference in what he did as opposed to people who are getting ready for Mardi Gras now in New Orleans with their own unique flavor on it. I don't see any difference between what he did and the people in Chicago turning the rivers green for St. Patrick's Day. I don't see any difference between what he did last night and people celebrating garlic of all places in Gilroy, California. You see, when you have an original idea, 99% of the people are going to call you crazy. When Galileo was looking at that telescope that he made, and the Catholic Church was calling him a heretic, he knew what he had, and he stuck with that. And even though he was not exonerated until centuries later, it didn't make what he was saying any less true. So, ladies and gentlemen, on this Monday Motivation, I encourage you to be an original. You know, Stephen King, the Stephen King of horror that has written all those best-selling books that have been made into plays and movies. He doesn't exclusively write about Maine, but his earlier works exclusively focus on Maine and the town of Derry. He takes what he knows using his experience and he expounds on it, creating not only works of art as far as horror goes, but it gives you an explanation on what daily life in Maine is like. I think this morning, for those that have ears to hear and eyes to see, got an education of what Puerto Rican life may be like for those who have never left the United States. So I applaud Bad Bunny and all of the celebrities that helped him put together that fantastic show. And I encourage you, what's your original idea that you've been holding back because you're afraid people are going to poo-poo you or talk you out of it? There are many of you that have original ideas that could very well make you multi-millions of dollars. But instead, you listen to voices aren't doing anything, aren't ever going to do anything, and they don't want you to exceed what they have done in their lives. So this Monday morning, I say, Viva la Bad Bunny and the NFL for having the courage to let him put that show together. Because those who wanted to hear that and see that got a history and culture lesson, and it didn't cost them a dime. It's February 9th, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. Have a good day.